everyone.
Nice.
Look at that. What you eating there? I did cut you off. I do apologise. Just as we were about to
light
come
and
in.
tasty Philadelphia snack roll.
That does look light and tasty.
It is very light and tasty. It's nice. It is nice. How are we all?
All good in the hood. Just trying to get through January without killing myself because of the cold.
Well, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm all right. How are you doing?
Cold.
Yeah, seems to be the genuine consensus.
I weren't happy to see snow again last week.
No, you don't want to see it anywhere near me. To be honest.
I think my next ones of these are going to be in my house. I've started to set up a little office because it's just fucking freezing here.
Really, that bad?
Yeah. Doesn't hold the heat.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in my house and I'm freezing, but that's I've only got a heater up here apart from a portable one, so it is what it is. Central heating just costs too much, and who thought you'd be saying that in 2023?
Well,
there we go.
Yeah.
Oh dear, I thought we'd maybe go a little bit different on this episode, just because the last few have been true crime related, and then two kind of conspiracy ones, I guess.
Yeah.
So I thought we'd go for Am I the Arsehole?
Nice. These are always good. And 9 times out of 10 they are.
That's it. I've seen, because I've done a range. You can go back from all time, top rated ones from all time this week, last month, and then today. I've just gone through a random amount of time, taken some from the all time list, taken some from this week, taken some from this month. So we can have a good range of, because the more time they're up there, the more scrutiny they get. So it should be the ones that have the most time normally have got the best kind of ratio of scores. But I've got to be honest, the ones I've read through, most of the time both parties are just arseholes. Everyone's an arsehole in the situation. But I'm sure there's people who think someone's more of an arsehole than the other. But yeah, but before we go into that, have any of you watched The Last of Us yet?
Yes, I have.
You haven't watched it?
It is exceptional.
Is it?
It is fucking... I mean, because it was made by the guy, or it's been made by the guy who did Chernobyl, and I thought that Chernobyl was the best thing I'd ever seen. Series-wise, because it was incredible. Yeah, it's very good. It's really very, very good.
What's it on again? Is it on
Sky Atlantic?
Yeah,
HBO.
So you have to subscribe to No TV to get it.
Yeah.
I've just cancelled my subscription last month, so
that's it.
That.
Now TV, I'm going to put them on blast because they are bastards, right? Okay, because you sign up to Now TV and they do this new thing called Now TV Boost, right? And that allows you to watch the content that you already subscribe to. So say it's £9 a month to subscribe to Now TV, the basic entertainment package where you get Atlantic, Game of Thrones, House of Dragons, all that shit. Right? So you then have to pay an extra £5 a month for Now TV Boost, and that allows you to watch the content in HD without ads.
So they're just tacking on more shit.
Yeah. £5 to watch it in 1080p. Let's be honest.
So without it, it's not HD?
Yeah. So without it, there are shows they show in standard definition.
Wow, man.
Yeah. That's disgusting, isn't it? The fact they've made it already. That's a bit like Tesla when you buy the car and then the stuff's in it, but you have to pay
you just to unlock it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you want heated seats? Oh, we've got them. You have to pay extra for it. Yeah. We're not going to. They're already in there. We've paid for them. What sort of world do we live in now? Where, it's there. You've just. It's at no extra cost to them now.
You're just there in a car fire, and there's a fire extinguisher within reach. And it's sorry, you don't subscribe to this.
Subscribe now. Otherwise you die.
Yeah.
They'll probably, I'd say, we were talking, I think it was last week or the week before, about how long it takes to fill up an electric car and stuff. And obviously speeds will increase, etc. But they'll probably choke your charging speed.
Yeah.
So they'll be like, if you want to unlock the super fast charge.
Yeah. It's all going to be, there'll be one which is probably equivalent to petrol in the near future, but it'll be like filling up your tank. It'll be like 80 quid. And you'll be like, okay, and it'll cost the same amount as energy because it's fast as it did for fuel. So you're like, okay, so we're just basically back to fuel.
Yeah. It's ridiculous. But no, it is. That's but with Now TV, that is mad. It's like Netflix, I think, are going to clamp down on people sharing accounts.
Yeah. Fuck knows how they're going to do that, but they said they're going to do it.
Because I have speaking of sharing accounts, I'm not even sharing an account. I have Gym Pass, which is like you pay a monthly fee and then you can go to X amount of gyms in your area rather than just being stuck with one. And obviously, I've got a new phone. I went from Huawei to Google Pixel 7. And because I just downloaded Gym Pass and logged in, I got this email saying, are you trying to use more than one device to try and like essentially cheat the system? If this is proven and you do this again, your account will be terminated. It's like, fucking hell, I just got a new phone. Like, Jesus Christ, you want to relax?
Yeah.
You know, they think, oh my God, heaven forbid, like 2 people are getting in a gym. Like, fucking hell. You know, it's not that deep, but it's not even happening. I was just like, oh my God.
Terminate you.
Yeah, innit?
Yeah.
Jesus,
it's going up.
You need to relax. But yeah.
Yeah, you got to love those policies though. You know, let's drop the price of the original thing, but then tack on another side thing that gives you what was in the original anyway for extra money.
Yeah, I mean, but the fact is, standard definition in a world where you can get a 4K TV for like 300 quid.
Yeah.
So even it's just silly.
Yeah. I would understand it slightly if they were like, this allows you to watch the shows in 4K. That's the value added bit. But to tell me that, you can watch it in HD. It's like, are we back in 2011?
That is naughty. Like, I'm surprised like regulation companies haven't been onto them about that.
Yeah.
It's like nowadays, I don't know. It just seems cheeky that.
Yeah. I noticed it first because I signed up originally to Now TV to watch House of the Dragon. And that's when I first noticed it. But then they allowed me to have the first month of Boost for free, and then it cost £5 after then. So now I cancelled my subscription after I'd finished House of the Dragon, and now I've reactivated it again to watch The Last of Us. And now I've got to pay.
There's a couple of cheats with Now TV. I don't know whether it's still active, but if you cancel them all and go through the process and keep going all the way to the end, just before it terminates, it gives you like 50% off.
Yeah.
If you've had it for a while. So anyone who's got Now TV, especially as they're trying to like mug everyone off,
just back
all the way to the end, cancel it all the way to the end.
Yeah.
And it'll give you an option.
Yeah, they'll give you like their final.
It's about 3 in it. It's the final fight. First of all, it's like it's a bit like breaking up with someone. They're like, "Oh, you sure?" And then at the end, they're like, "I'll do anything."
Yeah, I had that with I recently ended I had a Legend membership, which was 50 quid a month to TubeBuddy, and that just basically helps you with like analytics and understanding SEO and stuff. And I got to a point where I was like, it's taught me a lot, and I kind of understand SEO now, so I don't need you anymore. So I cancelled it. It's 50 quid a month. I was like, fucking hell. So I cancelled it, and I got a fucking email through like, please, we'll give you like 3 months for free. It's like, you bastards. Like, I'd rather you just didn't do that, because it just shows like how
I think one thing nowadays, you are valued as a customer somewhere, especially with something subscription. So if you have got something somewhere with a subscription, like test the water. Just be like,
absolutely.
Especially if it's like pricey, like at 50 quid a month or whatever it is, just go in and be like, look, I'm thinking of leaving, because the cost to acquire or acquisition of a new customer is so expensive that they're quite happy to give you a discount.
Yeah.
Which most people don't do. They plod on.
Yeah. No, absolutely. But yeah, so there you go, guys. Test it. Just test it. No,
it.
I'm not being funny. Like if you get all the way to the end and you cancel and you didn't get anything, just sign up again.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's you literally, it'll cost you an extra 3 minutes of your life.
Yeah.
I used to have. I don't mean to digress, but when I worked in insurance, we had there's a team that worked in insurance, and like same thing. It was like high net worth home insurance, and then so if you want to cancel, you get put through to my mate basically. He was was like he had a little toolbox of stuff he could do that normal the sales guys couldn't do. So he would add, he'd like, I'll give you 2 months free or whatever. He'd just try and work it, and the more you paid, he had a load of stuff that he could do to make you sign back up. So obviously that wasn't just available normally. You just renew your contract.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's interesting. I don't know if they still do that with insurance companies, but worth delving into.
Absolutely.
It's like my experience in working in retail. Like it's sad because you almost have to make a scene to then get something back. Like you have to like really seriously complain. Whereas if you can clearly see a problem and there's a solution, they offer the bare minimum they can to get you to fuck off and just, shut up about it. I remember when I was working in an electrical store near me, and a woman came in complaining about her cooker, and basically it had been delivered and it didn't work, but she apparently rang up multiple times and just got like basically fobbed off.
God. Sorry, Loz. I think Dan is actually dying.
I just got cramp in my leg and I couldn't
he's gone. He's heard the story about a cooker.
Cold's got to him.
Played footy last night. Sorry, Loz.
Anyway, so this lady came in. She had severe cramp in her leg. She came in and she was kicking off royally. Like I'm talking about, bearing in mind she's like 80, right? She come in with basically a Zimmer frame and a stick, waving it around, saying, "Oh, you lot of fucking shit," just giving it all that. And it took like 10 minutes of her doing that, and they just like sort it out straight away. Like literally there and then sort it out. So like, we're going to get an engineer around. We're going to sort it out for you. But if she didn't come in, it would have taken weeks to sort out because she kept getting fobbed off.
Yeah.
And it's like, you see, you need to make that conscious effort to be a dickhead or to be an arsehole, to complain and, be a little bit rude to staff to actually get a reaction. And that's, it feels shitty because no one wants to really be rude to staff.
I feel like
staff, but
I don't know if this is correct or not, but I feel like that works in store, in person.
Yeah.
I think it pays to be polite on the phone to customer service.
100%.
Yeah, probably, yeah, because you're not.
Because obviously you've got in a shop, they don't want the image of someone being all rowdy and shit, I guess, so they just want to get it resolved. Whereas, if I was on the phone and someone was being a prick, I'd just hang up on them.
Yeah. Also, as well, like same on a phone, same with emails as well. If you write to someone and go and you open up with you're a fucking cunt or whatever, like something. We've had that before. 99.999% of people are lovely.
You always get outliers everywhere.
Yes, but generally, but if you do that to someone, like, and that's a human being at the end of it, like, you wouldn't go up generally and speak to someone like that. So like when you do it like that, you're just going to annoy. You're going to upset the person and take it. Doesn't matter. They're going to take it personal, and then like they're going to want to sort it out, but like they're going to sort out other people who are just nice. A lot easier.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to help someone out who's being nice.
Definitely. Because you feel like you want to as well. If someone treats you nicely, you kind of feel more inclined to help them.
Yeah, and we're humans, isn't we? At the end of the day, it's like, that's the trouble with online sometimes, and like, with Instagram and all that, you can get people can hide behind a screen.
Yeah,
you get keyboard warriors, and they're all loud, and then they wouldn't come up to you and say that in the street.
No, of course. And funny, interestingly, because obviously I'm focusing a lot on my Facebook at the moment, and I've noticed the difference that you still get negative comments, you get negative comments everywhere, but the difference on Facebook, right, and YouTube, I think, it's a lot nicer, to be honest, on Facebook. And I think it's because your Facebook profile, more than any other social media profile, is kind of an actual reflection of you. It's got your profile, it's got your name, it's got your job, it's got, you know, so people are less inclined to be a dickhead. There are still dickheads, but not to the degree that you see on that I've found on other social medias, you know, like fucking Dickwad 676 with like a fucking Mario picture. Do you know what I mean? For a display picture, you're like, I don't have a clue who this guy is. But on Facebook, okay, if you want to call me some nasty things, your boss is finding out about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's it. It's accountability, isn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
I think that's missing from a lot of social medias. And if we just had accountability, it's not even about like policing or anything. If you just added accountability, it will just make you a nicer person.
Yeah. But also as well, without accountability, just there are people who just do it for banter. Like, you know, especially when you're young and stuff. And like, you know, I think when I was young, there's no internet or social media, but like, we were awful. Like at times when you get together all your mates and you do stuff and you do some really stupid stuff, and like that's, you know, there might be a group of kids online that they're all like, oh, you know, just see how horrible you can be to people. But
that's absolutely right. You know, I mean, I reckon me and Loz, I reckon our age, because I didn't have the internet in my house till I was fucking hell about 14. Like I think we were like the last kind of generation where I didn't have I think I got my first phone when I was like 13, but it was just literally, you know, like a text type thing until I was I think like 17. I don't know. But anyway, I remember, I think we were in year 5 and there was a wet lunch because it was raining. So that meant that you had to like be in your classroom. We made a dinner lady cry, right? Now, we weren't like, we're fucking evil and we want this woman to, you know, we were just being kids. I see exactly what you mean, Dan. Like, there could be some circumstance where it's just kids being kids. But rather than doing it in a social environment, they're doing it anonymously, which allows them to amplify the evil, you know, and have no accountability. But it's just, like you say, it's kind of like the same as it's always been, but it's just amplified and given anonymity, which kind of shifts things a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll never forget that. But I mean, in our defense, she only cried because we locked her outside, but it was raining and we were in a mobile. So she was on the steps. It's awful when I think about it, but I was about 8, so let me off.
Yeah, but
I was just a bystander.
Like supply teachers, any time we got, we're like, it was a game. Let's make them cry. And
absolutely.
I mean, they must be, those supply teachers now rocking around just must be like so toughened in life because they got abused.
Yeah, I think supply teachers hourly got more money than a regular teacher. And if I was a supply teacher, that is all I'd do. I'd just be like, fuck it, just think of the money. Fuck it, just think of the money. I haven't got to see these little CUNTs tomorrow, you know. And but finally, speaking of schools, actually, I've been invited into Lozzie's old high school to do a career talk on being a YouTuber next Friday.
That's amazing.
Yeah. I won't lie, I'm terrified. Like, because as we, you know, as we're talking here, you know, kids can be evil. So I'm just like, I'm scared. I'm actually scared. But it'll be interesting.
Is it to a classroom or to a bigger?
I will be in the library.
Oh, okay.
And kids can come and speak to me for an hour, and they're announcing it in the forms and in assembly, and they're expecting it to be popular.
What are the age range of the kids?
High school, so that's 11 to 16.
Oh, okay. And is it like one-on-one, or can like 4 or 5 of them come down?
Oh yeah, no, it's just like I'll be sat in the library, and then if people just come in,
oh right, that's amazing.
It's just an open Q&A, so yeah,
that's cool though.
I think I am looking forward to it, but like I say, I don't know what sort of questions will be asked.
If it's, you know, I'm sure it has changed a lot since I was there, and then since obviously you did work experience there. I think it's probably changed a lot. But if there's anything to go by what it was like when I was there, you'll be just talking to some of the smackheads in the.
Yeah, no, right. So when Lozzie was there, it was like the roughest school in the area.
Nice.
And funny enough, my school was like the most prestigious school, wasn't it? If you're at Lynn Grove, it was like, and now they've flipped. So my school is like the crackhead school, and Lozzie's is like, you know, top grades, prestigious, all the rest of it. So yeah, a lot has changed, but it'll be interesting when I do tell them that I went to Lynn Grove, because I'm sure the rivalry is still very much real and alive.
Yeah, it'll be interesting because the dynamic is completely flipped. Now, we used to see your school as like, oh, the posh, you know, might as well go to Eton sort of school. And now it's flipped, and it'll be the other way around. It'll be a weird dynamic to be there watching that.
Yeah. Just think, like, what you should do is be like, write all your names down on here, and then I'm going to check in 5 years' time. And if any of you have made it, I want commission.
Yeah, 10%. I want 10%.
Manager. But you never know what you could spark.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. It's gonna be interesting. But it's weird because like I did like work experience there with the intention of being a PE teacher, and then I come back 5 years later as a YouTuber. Like,
that's brilliant.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, so no, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be pretty cool. It's different, you know, and it's what I, you know, in a small way, it's, you know, it's what I've wanted to do. I have wanted to do like talks and stuff, you know, to people. So nice. Hello. I've wanted to do like talks and stuff. So
yeah, mate, that's brilliant.
It's a starting place.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll see when you rock up, there'll be like, you know, hundreds of kids fighting outside for a bottle of Prime. But
yeah, they'd be like, so what should I title my next Roblox video? And I'd be like, I don't know.
Oh, dear. Yeah.
Oh, Evil Pixie, who of course was the witch that came on.
Yes.
The podcast said Cliff Park is now the bottom of the pile out of the three high schools. So I was Lynn Grove, Lozzie was Oriel, and then there was Cliff Park. So Cliff Park's at the bottom.
Yeah, it's like the Bermuda Triangle of schools, you know.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Thank you for that.
Christ.
Lynn Grove's clinging on. They're hanging in there. I love to see it. Are we going to get to any? I mean, I guess we have also we have discussed some arseholes in a roundabout way, but are we actually going to look at any? People asking?
We could probably do that, I suppose. Let's do that. Yeah, let's look at an arsehole story. So, yeah, am I an arsehole? That's the premise. We decide. We read some stories from Reddit. So let's go. Add this to the stream. Oh, look at that, seamless.
Oh, it's nice, isn't it?
If
I like
you
the
are,
picture. Look at that.
Yeah, I mean, this is it's a sweet bum there. If you are listening to the audio version, you might want to come over anytime. Feel free, you can come over to the video version, because you will see us, obviously, you know, reading this out and our reactions to it. Well, if you just want to listen to it, you can listen to our reactions to it, because that's do what you do, innit? Let's start with this one. So, am I the arsehole for not letting my sister's boyfriend use hot sauce? ? I know.
Okay.
It's already been predetermined that everyone sucks in this scenario by the community, but we hold our judgment. So, every Sunday, my family rotates who makes dinner. One day it's my wife and I, the next time it's my sister and her boyfriend, the next my mum and dad, and then finally my grandmother.
That's nice.
With our busy lives, this day is important to us because besides holidays, we wouldn't be able to meet up and chat or eat without it. We come from an Italian family. Oh, they do really, you know, Italian families are on food. We come from an Italian family, but are in Canada. My mum was born there. I was here. I'm assuming that is...
Okay. You're also in Canada.
Yeah. I take my food very seriously, especially Italian food. And double especially because my nonna, I'm assuming that's her nan, is eating with us. I spent all day preparing dinner, and when we sat down to eat, my sister's boyfriend is humming and hawing, saying my meal is missing something. He said he needs hot sauce and starts walking to my fridge.
Ooh.
All I have is Frank's and Sriracha. Quality choices.
Yeah, good choices. Yeah.
I like hot sauce too, but I don't dare mix cuisines like that.
Ooh.
So I stopped him, saying I'd appreciate it if he enjoyed my meal as it is. He said it's no big deal, and in a way it isn't, but also in many ways it is. I told him at the very least I have some Caribbean chili oil he can use, or dried chili flakes. Then it would at least still be Italian. What, Caribbean chili oil? Okay. He
And
insists.
I think it says Calabrian. I don't know what.
Oh yeah, it does. That is my fault. I will retract that.
Oh, right. Yeah, it could be Caribbean. Yeah, sorry.
But yeah.
It's Calabrian. Ask the AI. It's Calabrian.
Yeah. Which might be a chili oil in Italy. I don't know.
Yeah.
You might be right.
Speaking of oils, new hemp CBDs in the chat. Hello, mate.
That's it. Oh, get the fucking brands in. Sriracha, though, I don't think that's Italian. So, you know what I mean? Fuck yourself.
I don't know what sriracha is from. Yeah, where it's from.
Yeah, it's just it's nicer.
And I don't think chili flakes are, independent to Italy either. But we digress.
Sriracha's from Thailand.
Yeah.
But she doesn't want him to use sriracha. Sorry. Yeah.
I'm fucking this up so much right now. Anyway, he escalated it and said he was going to go to the store and buy his own bottle and return it if that's the case.
He sounds like a bit of a knob.
Yeah, and I said, by all means, I don't know if that makes sense. And I said, by all means. Oh, she let him do that. He left. We finished up dinner and we called it an early night. Everyone is putting their coat and shoes on as he returns, and he is pissed. Was I the arsehole? My sister is on my side if it matters, but that has been a fight all day yesterday between them because he wants my sister on his side, not mine. They've been dating for only 3 months. Edit. If it matters, I made carbonara and bruschetta. And then for mains, which he didn't. I know. We had a seafood platter in red sauce. No, I don't know to this day what red sauce is.
Is that like because Americans call bolognese meat sauce, don't they?
Fuck off.
Which is just for a country full of Italians to call fucking bolognese meat sauce is a fucking.
You want it on the red sauce? You want it on the red sauce?
It's just.
I don't know what it means, mate.
Interesting.
So ever since I heard the anecdote of Henry Ford's interview process, I do think that's rude to add to be like a one hot sauce. I don't know. I cooked dinner the other week, and Maya put salt on it before she tried it, and I was
mate.
I salted that when I cooked it. Like I was actually offended. I was like, "You haven't even tried it to know if it's salty enough or not." She was like, "Yeah, but I just,
I used to know someone who was that much of a psycho, right? Imagine getting a pizza from like Domino's or Pizza Hut or Papa John's. Other brands may be available. Hit us up. They would get a pizza from one of those establishments and then they would add salt.
I don't want to be that guy, but I can one up that because I went on a date with a woman about 3-4 years ago, and she had pizza, and she put a mound of salt on her plate to dip her pizza in. She used salt as a condiment.
That's fucking disgusting.
Yeah, and I was like, "Are you all like,
okay?
Yeah, do you plan on living past 30 or like what's going on?" He's like, "I've just always done it. My family do it." I was like, fucking hell, are any of them left? Are they still with us or like what's going on?
It's interesting, isn't it? Because it's like there's levels and lines with this. Because if you make fish and chips and someone asks for ketchup, that's like fine. But then if they ask for like, say, in Germany they have like curry wurst, which is like curry ketchup. Someone might want that, or they might want. So like, some people have preference with sauce to go on stuff.
Yeah,
and they might really like that sauce, and it doesn't make any difference to the person who's cooked it. But I understand, it can be seen as disrespectful as well.
I think with that, I think if it's, say if you've got chips, right, and you ask for ketchup, I think that's fine because that is normal. But I think asking for hot sauce with like a carbonara is almost saying like this lacks flavor and needs something else.
Yeah. That's and it's interesting because everyone's got different tastes and taste buds and stuff.
Yeah,
so
I would not put hot sauce with carbonara.
No, it's funny how it offends someone.
Yeah.
By someone having, people have weird stuff. I mean, I love cranberry sauce on loads of stuff, and I put it on it like loads of weird things, and it's weird. And like I say, that could potentially offend someone. Say I had a lamb dinner, and I smashed it out. They'll be like, what are you doing? But it's nothing to do with them. I just
it's strange, isn't it? It's strange.
But I also can see if I've made the meal for someone, then they stick a load of something weird on there. I'm like, okay, yeah, well, that that is it being disrespectful? I think the problem here is that you've got two people who've like locked on it, and made it. Both of them have gone beyond what the situation is, and they should say, "Oh yeah, don't worry." And then it's like when I next cook, I'll make it, but I'll add the sauce. But now they've made it into a thing where it's been over escalated.
Yeah, and also I think this guy's only been with her for 3 months. Like, I feel like you're still in like I don't want to say probation, but you're still like you're trying to make a good impression.
Yeah, you are a guest as well. So again, like the tendency tends to be like if you're a guest somewhere, like you have to suck it up a bit sometimes with people's etiquette or the way they do stuff, and it's like the host has generally got more sway and control. Like he could have easily just gone. He could, he either liked it or didn't like it. So if you didn't like it, just leave it. But just to make it taste a bit nicer, to cause a big scene, I would lean towards it's more of a him problem.
Yeah. I would agree.
Yeah. I think initially, if it's happened exactly like how she said it, so he's literally said this meal is missing something, and then he's going to go else. That's where I'm like, okay, you're a dickhead.
Yeah, the wording of the way you describe something. And then also again the process of going and then go, oh fine, if not, I'll get my own. It just sounds like he didn't like him the brother anyway, or they had a little bit of a thing, and they've both gone back and forth, and it's like who's going to back down rather than about the actual meal.
Yeah, absolutely.
His dinner would have been cold by the time he went to get the sauce. Come back, put sauce on a cold dinner, which is going to be
makes no sense.
Awful.
Yeah,
and just chili oil, dry chili flakes, sriracha, fucking hot sauce with the carbonara just makes no sense.
Yeah,
at the most chili flakes, maybe.
I see. Where did she put? She said, "Oh, I don't dare mix cuisines like that," and I totally get that. I went to. I think you were there, Lars. I went to there's like an all-you-can-eat called Cosmos, but there's like it's not just an all-you-can-eat. It's like all different shit.
Yeah.
And I tried chicken curry in a Yorkshire pudding, and I felt a bit ill afterwards.
It's weird, isn't it? Because I like Yorkshire pudding,
it was there,
and I like chicken curry, but like, there's certain things, and they all get down and they're in the same compartment.
Yeah,
and I could probably eat it separately, but there's certain things if you mix them together, it's like if you just you have your Sunday lunch and then you have ice cream after, and it all mixes together. But then if you were to just dump all your ice cream on
it,
it would be weird.
Yeah, and it was
maybe
a few parsnips and an ice cream. Let's go.
I mean, I can't imagine there's many people in the world who've done that.
Isn't it?
I mean, it's one leap away from fries and a milkshake. It is one leap away from fries and milkshake.
Sunday dinners. And
mate, they do. Oh no, they do like fucking everything. Like all different cuisines. You got like fish and chips, pizzas, curries, Chinese food, like everything.
Really?
And you can just help yourself. This is in Norwich. It's called Cosmos.
Is it still there?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And obviously you can have like as many plates as you want, but I thought I'll try mix it together. And
I mean, like say, why not? It's probably the only chance you're gonna.
Yeah.
Imagine if you loved it. Imagine if it was a thing.
Yeah. Then I start a shop.
Could have been onto something huge.
The Yorkshire Vindaloo or something.
Yorkshire Vindaloo. Yeah, they got a few apparently. They got one in Aberdeen,
Nice.
Belfast, Bournemouth, Bristol, Cardiff, Derby, and Norwich, and Dublin, Edinburgh, Doncaster. They've got loads. Leeds, Glasgow, Manchester, Liverpool, Newcastle. They are.
Is there any near Dan?
No, I'm saying the
Oxford, Northampton, Oxford, Preston, Reading, Romford. Who the fuck lives in Romford?
Yeah.
Wolverhampton, Southampton, Sheffield. So they are absolutely brimming.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, Bilbo says in the chat, Cosmo must be countrywide enterprise because they have one here. That's it. Go and try the Yorkshire pudding curry.
Cosmo, cool. I have to go there.
Tell them I sent you.
That's it.
Yeah.
Do love a good one.
I think that's the first and last time I was at Cosmos, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I've been there since.
Yeah. But yeah, I would say that the guy is the asshole on this for sure.
Yeah, I think the guy's more of the asshole, but I don't think she's like squeaky clean herself.
Yeah, there's argument for her as well.
Yeah, but if we're voting for who's more of the asshole, then he would be. Right, so let's move to the next one. I've got another one lined up if I can actually make this not full screen. There we go. Okay. Am I the arsehole for bringing my, I believe that means sister-in-law's wallet to the restaurant when she conveniently forgets it?
Yes!
Yeah, that's
the way to do it.
That's it. Right.
That's mental.
That's a meta play. I like it.
That's fucking crazy. Wow. Okay.
That's big clit or big dick energy, if you know what I mean. My female 28 sister-in-law, Amy, named her, that's good, always comes to visit from out of town. She stays with us instead of a hotel and always wants to go to expensive restaurants. That's how it always is. She always conveniently forgets her wallet or domes up with some excuses as to why she can't pay her share. She has implied that since I make much more money than her, I should be the one to pay. No, not my husband should pay, but me specifically. I do make a fair amount of money, but not as much that I can treat someone every time they come into town. Nonetheless, in the past, I have just paid the bill and asked her to pay me back. She never has.
That's it.
He had made a reservation at an extremely expensive restaurant last night, and before we left, I made it clear that I wouldn't be paying her bill. This is where I might be the arsehole, and I'll admit I got this move straight from an episode of 2.5 Men.
Nice.
As we were leaving, her and my husband went to the car. I pretended I forgot something and went back inside. I found her wallet sitting right on top of her suitcase. I put it in my purse and we went to the restaurant. When we were done eating, I asked for separate bills. She said, no, we need one bill because she forgot her wallet again. I reached in my purse and said, this wallet? She was extremely furious. She said, I should not have touched or grabbed her wallet. So am I the arsehole for taking her wallet and bringing it to the restaurant? There is an edit for this. Wow, thanks for all the awards. Geez, lol. So many comments that I can't keep up with. But thank you to everyone who had something to say. Edit 2. Amy just called me. She saw this post. She yelled at me for bad-mouthing her on the internet. Honestly, I don't care, Amy. Hopefully, reading all these comments is a wake-up call to you.
Fucking hell. That's amazing. I mean, it has got 4,000 comments.
That's it.
Yeah, nah. If it were, I guess you wouldn't do it if it was the first time. But because she's got a track record, now fuck her. Like she's clearly playing a game, and she's been played her own game.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's got to the point where it's like there needs to be a solution. It's happened many times. It keeps happening. It's not a one-off. Could there been another way to do it? Possibly without, or rather than bringing the wallet and just go, just confront.
She could have done it in the car. She could have been like, "Oh, I just saw your wallet on the side as you got in the car,"
yeah.
rather than waiting for this like ace up the sleeve.
Like at the meal, just be like, "Look, this is the 4th time this has happened. I'm not paying."
Yeah,
this is the thing that this type of person, this is exactly what they'll rebound with. Like if you say this is the 4th time this has happened, they'll say, "Oh, what, you keep and count, are you?"
That's true. Yeah.
Straight away, and I'll be just like, "You're paying the bill because I'm leaving, and you're paying the bill."
What does contactless go up to now?
100, I think.
If it was under 100 quid, I would have just done contactless with her card and just not told her.
Oh yeah, just pretend it's your card. And just like, "Oh, I got it. Don't worry."
Anyone else want any?
Yeah. While I'm here, I'll have 300 quid cash back as well, please.
Yeah, I imagine the overwhelming comments in this are with the
it has to woman.
Be. Like there had to be something. You had to, because you can't keep going down that route because it's massively disrespectful. And it also seems that the person in question has brought up, the fact that she earns more money, as if that's
I think there's a jealousy issue there for sure.
There's, like I say, with all these, there seems to be more to the scenario than meets the eye.
If you're playing this game, and it is a game, if you're playing this game, why the fuck are you like continuously going to expensive restaurants? I know you might enjoy it, you might see it as like one up in them when they have to pay for the bill, but eventually there might be a time you foresee where you are going to get fucked over. And
like you say, it's a game, innit? And every time it happens. But like so it's her sister-in-law, so surely as well that she should be having a chat with her partner and being like, "Look, this is really taking the piss."
Yeah. Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
The thing is, she kind of playing herself because okay, so this woman and her husband are obviously a little bit well off. Like I'm sure if this Amy character was actually paying her way from time to time, they probably would offer to take her out and pay for it. But because she takes the piss, it's like So you only you're creating a hole for yourself, really.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this girl in question who keeps forgetting her wallet is most definitely the arsehole. And I think that it's just the perfect revenge. It's fucking brilliant.
Also, the fact as well, I think she alludes to it, Dan, that before they leave, she specifically says, "I'm not paying." Like this is like the last warning, and then she still left her wallet.
Yeah.
So she knew it was coming.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She got played, and it's so funny that she saw the post.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh dear, you do love it.
Funny.
That is a dish.
I reckon what's happened there. I mean, obviously it's gone viral, so she might have just seen it. But I reckon what's happened there, right, is this woman so this Amy's obviously married to this woman's brother. I reckon this woman has sent this to her brother, being like, "Look at all the comments, like I'm fucking right here," and then the brother's shown the girl.
Yeah. That's the thing, isn't it? Because like sometimes you don't know.
Yeah, so you
don't know. You're like, "Am I being a dick?" Like, So it's nice to put it out there and actually have people who've got no bias just go, "Yeah, you're being a dick," or "Oh no, you actually." I think that's a good move to do.
Yeah.
I rate that.
Yeah, I do. That's a brilliant one.
It's the kind of one. It's the kind of thing that I would like to be there to see that happen.
Yeah. Oh, mate.
See the look on their face.
Imagine if, like, you're just, I don't know, say, so these are brother and sister. Imagine there's another sister and you're like just the partner of the other sister. You're not, you always pay your way. You're complete, and you just watch this happen. I would fucking love that.
Yeah. This one. Yeah. As soon as she said it,
I would just be jumping like, "Oh, she's done you there." Just open the back of the room. Just like,
I wonder if she paid. I wonder
if she stormed out.
Come up with another excuse.
Yeah.
You see, if you're playing this game, you've got a backup, right? You make sure that there's only one card in your wallet and it's got fuck all money in the account.
Yeah, or it's the expired one.
And you ain't got an overdraft.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
There we go.
I think we're all in agreement that the person writing this post is not the arsehole.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Right.
Amazing.
What's the other one?
They're thought provoking, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right. What's this one here? Am I the arsehole for making a dad joke? Okay.
Right, okay.
This one's been labelled as
Depends
everyone
on the
sucks.
joke.
Yeah, this does depend on the joke. That is a good point. Everyone sucks, apparently. No, my stepdaughter, Madeline, was about a year old when I married her mother, Jessica. Madeline's father died before she was born. Okay, this doesn't sound good.
I'll start that with.
Right, Madeline is currently 15 and she's rebelling for almost everything. She did something bad, so while picking her up, I set a punishment up for her. Then she said, "You're not my dad. I don't have to follow you." Honestly, I got a bit hurt from that, but I understand that she didn't mean it and that she'd probably change. I just replied, "I'm still your legal guardian for the next 3 years, and as long as you are in my house, you have to follow my rules." That happened about 2 days ago, so our family was going
That's a
grocery
shit joke. No, I'm joking.
When Madeline said, "I'm hungry, I need food," I decided to be extremely cheeky and say, "Hi, hungry, I'm not your dad." My son just started to laugh uncontrollably. My daughter was just quiet with embarrassment, and my wife was berating me not to stoop down to her level.
Yeah.
I honestly thought it was a funny dad joke, and my son agrees. So am I the arsehole? Edit. I did adopt her, so legally I am a parent. And another mini update, although it's bigger than the fucking original update. I'll probably give a full update later, but here is what happened so far. I go to my daughter's room after dinner and begin talking with her. "Hey, I'm really sorry that I hurt you by the words I said, and I am really your dad. I changed your diapers. I met your boyfriend. I plan on helping you through college. And plus, I'm legally your dad, so we're stuck together. But seriously, I'm going to love you like my daughter, even if you don't think I'm your dad." Then I hugged her. She did start to cry. I assume that's good. I don't know if that's good, but yeah, difficult one.
I mean, the fact he says, "I'm going to love you," rather than "I do love you."
Yeah.
I just think
I'm going.
I don't know about that. Like, I just for a start, I know he was joking, but I feel like you've completely undercut your own authority.
Yeah.
You know, by saying I'm not your dad. You know, and that would fucking sting.
Yeah.
She's already lost her actual dad, and then the guy who's supposed to be like, for want of a better phrase, like standing in, has jokingly said that he's not. It's just, yeah, that ain't
kids
cool.
are always going to do that. They're always going to throw something to like get at you because the kid and the hormonal. Like my daughters have gone like, "Oh, I hate you," and "I'm not your friend," and then 10 minutes later they're like, "Oh, I love you," and cuddles and stuff.
Yeah,
and it's just, they're going to throw because they're kids and their brains developing. Like she's just throwing. But yeah,
but you as the adult,
to stoop to that level and also to go, I mean, to make a joke of it. And the fact she's adopted and stuff, it's like it's very sensitive, isn't it? It's like
and I don't think he even needed to make this post. He knows he's the arsehole because of the mini update. He wouldn't have gone to the daughter's room. He clearly knows he is fucked.
Yeah, I was going to say that when you go, because that's a big mini update, and I was going to say he's got slated. I imagine I haven't even seen it, but I imagine he's got slated. Because of the situation, and then he's gone, okay, like I've gone back, I've apologized, which he said there. Still dubious about his wording, like "I'm going to love you like my daughter." It's like you should be like,
"I love you one day.
You are my daughter." But again, like a weird one to post up as well to
that's not a dad joke.
People go, "Your 15-year-old daughter's an arsehole." Like,
Oh, thank fuck for that.
Yeah. I will love you when you admit that joke was funny. That's when I'll love you.
Yeah.
Like, this guy.
Adoption is just not a thing you joke about with the person who's adopted. Like,
and I'm not being funny. The fact that she recently brought up, or recently threw that at him, evidently it's something that is going through her mind at this moment in time.
Exactly.
And she's struggling with it.
Exactly. He should have been like, "Oh, okay, that's popped up. Like, no problem. Like, let's have a chat about that." And then, when things have calmed down or whatever, and said, "Oh, like, that's, are you okay?
Yeah.
Where did that come from? Like, has it happened before? Like, because from her perspective, you got no memory of it from when you're like 2, but it's just a throwaway, or it's just a comment to hurt him. Like it's going to be her dad in her perspective.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, it's a weird one. You know, she like, how did she find out? When, you know, she might find out later. It's a thought process she's going through. So yeah, she's definitely, in my opinion, not to blame for anything.
No, and he is fucked up there.
Oh yeah, I mean that's awful.
Yeah, that's.
And then so the son's not adopted. Is the son his son?
I think so. Yeah.
I think the son.
That's even worse if they're both laughing.
Yeah.
Like that's.
There's. I don't even
find it funny.
Yeah, I don't even get the joke. It's not even a good joke. Hi, I'm hungry. I need food. Saying hi, hungry, I get that because it's like, oh, you just said you're hungry. You're saying that's your name. But to say I'm not your dad, that's not even got anything to do with the fucking. She hasn't gone, Dad, I'm hungry. I need food. She's gone, I'm hungry. I need food. And he's just gone, I'm not your dad. Like that's not even got anything to do with anything.
I wonder how long he held on.
It's not even a joke, is it? It's just like it's tried to dim it down. Oh, I'm not your dad.
Yeah. Like, what? Sorry?
Yeah. She told him like 12 months ago, you're not my dad, I ain't got to do what you say. And he's like, right, that's it. Fucking when I get the fucking chance, I'm gonna fucking diminish you in public.
Yeah, the fact the son is laughing then and they're both laughing at her over that being said, it like that's fucking definitely not funny. That's like
that is fucking I mean, this guy is most definitely the asshole. Yeah. Can we just look at like 5 comments? They've got to all just be like, you're a dickhead.
Yeah.
This thread has been locked. Oh, no, they are there. Eesh. Oh.
That was one hell of a joke. I congratulate you for it. Okay.
Well, that's the internet, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's the internet.
Yeah.
Has he replied gracias? No, is that?
I don't know if that's a page or is that his actual.
Look at the poster. Look at the please don't say. And that says OP. That's the original poster. He's put gracias.
Yeah, he's a dick.
This guy is a prick. Great joke. Daughter is up. High space. I'm not your dad. Okay.
This is a banging thread.
Okay. Oh, someone put that was one hell of Jesus, your bar is low.
Okay, yeah.
Man, laughing my ass off. Good dad joke. Fucking what?
It's not.
What sort of absolute degenerates are in this fucking comment?
It's not even a good joke. Like,
no.
If it was proper banter, I'd be like, okay, fair enough. You know what I mean? Like it was bad, but it was fucking funny. That is just.
I don't know. What's more banter than joking about, someone's dead dad before they're born? You know what I mean?
And your real dad's dead as well.
Yeah. Am I the arsehole?
Right, well, let's move on to the next one.
Yes, this guy was the arsehole, and so are a lot of the comments.
Yeah, everyone in the comments seems to be as well.
I can't believe you said gracias to someone being like that.
Yeah, I mean, that sums him up, don't it? He's had a little, he's done all that.
Fucking hell. The mother of this child allowed this man to adopt their fucking
He's probably told his daughter that as well.
Oh, look at his.
It's hilarious that you're adopted.
Yeah.
Piece of
look
shit.
how everyone thinks that you're wrong. Yeah? Like, I'm better than you.
That is.
You're not even my child and you're wrong as well.
That is embarrassing. That is every time she walks in the room, just screams at her.
Poor girl.
Innit? She deserves
your dad is not alive. Your dad is not alive. Do you know what I mean? It's just not needed. Let's go to the next one.
Just run away.
Yeah.
Run away. What's this one? Oh, am I the arsehole for saying sorry? I forgot you were my grandma to my grandma. What the fuck is going on? Oh, fucking hell. This looks like a long one as well. Fuck me.
I picked one here.
This happened fairly recently, but I was told I was an arsehole, so I wanted to get a neutral opinion. Context: I, 16 female, have always been the only grandchildren along with my 17 female sister. Because of this, our grandparents spent a lot of time with us. Recently, however, my uncle and aunt had 2 kids, toddlers at the moment, Now on to the story. That was a great backstory. Recently, a close cousin of ours passed away. Her funeral was 2 days after my birthday and 1 day after an orthodontist appointment of mine. This orthodontist appointment made it so it hurt to eat my food, and that wasn't soft. Relevant later. Anyway, we went to the funeral, and after that to the burial. Some of my grandma's family was buried there, and she asked me and my family to look for them and take photos of their graves for her. We did, but this took us 1.5 hours. So,
big graveyard.
When we finally got to the celebration of life, the food was not only cold, but almost all gone. Now, my uncle and his oldest toddler were with us at the cemetery too, so they arrived at the celebration of life with us. It's also worth mentioning I hadn't really eaten anything all day except some snacks. So being that it was 2, I'm assuming she means in the afternoon, I was hungry. So I got food that was easy to tear apart and went to sit down. My grandma and had my uncle's toddler, and all of a sudden started taking my food to give to him. Mind you, I told her I couldn't eat much because my mouth hurt. Well, she ended up giving all the food I could eat to my baby cousin, leaving me hungry. When I got upset, my grandma said, "Sorry, I forget you're my granddaughter." I won't lie, that hurt, and I didn't talk to her for the rest of the day.
Nice.
Anyway, we were at my uncle's house 2 days after, and she asked me to do something for her, and in my genius moment, I said, "Okay, first name." I can do that. When she stared at me in confusion, I finally said, "Oh, sorry, I forgot you were my grandma." In
Nice.
front of one of my aunts and my grandpa, not her husband. I could tell she tried to laugh it off, but it bothered her. I was told by my aunt I should apologize because I needed to be respectful, and that wasn't, but I still haven't apologized, and I don't plan to unless I'm really in the wrong. So, Reddit, am I the arsehole? There's a lot of fucking points of edit here. Edit.
I feel like she went into big depth of the story, didn't?
Yeah.
Shorter.
I mean, the concise stories would have been better. Edit. Hi, I saw some people were confused, so let me add some more information. One,
be confused about that.
Me and my grandma were really close when I was younger. That information is not relevant. No. 2, after I got food, I wasn't able to get any more. The kitchen staff was cleaning up by the time we got there. 3, the toddler's parents did have food. 4, neither me or my grandma said what we said in dead serious voice. We both had a sort of laughy tone. 5, I'm not sure why she said it, as some of you said it was random. Me personally, I felt like she went overboard with a joke, because to me saying that isn't okay. 6, we both said this in front of people. It wasn't just me. 7, my grandma isn't that old, early 50s.
Okay.
Have dementia.
That is
8,
key.
This was at my mum's cousin's funeral. They were an adult. We were second cousins. What? 9, I don't have a good family. I do have a good family, yeah. And me and my grandma just haven't talked about this since. That should be it. Let me know if I've missed anything. How the fuck are we going to tell
we know? Yeah.
Oh,
right.
Dear.
Hang on. I'm just trying to figure out. Grandparent in the 50s. What's the fucking ages of these people having kids?
I don't get why the grandma
kid
said
is 15.
Yeah. Why has the grandma said that? 50, I forget your mom.
What I thought about this.
I think it's because she's prioritizing the toddlers.
Yes, I think like she's got the toddler in her hands and she's seeing like a basically fully grown grandchild, and she's like, "Oh, sometimes I forget you're a grandchild." That's what I think.
Okay, so she's just making. Did she say? Yeah, sometimes I forget you're a grandchild or you're my.
No, I think what she said in the quoted, I think she said, "Sorry, I forget you're my granddaughter."
Yeah, see that's a weird comment to make. If it's in that context, then I kind of get it a little bit more, because it's like saying you're an adult, but that's just saying, "Oh, I've got this child and I forget that you're my granddaughter."
Yeah,
which is it is a dig of some sort.
Yeah.
Why would you say? Why? There's no reason to say that to somebody.
Unless she meant it in the sense that sometimes I forget you are a granddaughter, but said it, sorry, I forget you're my granddaughter.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So she should. I mean, what she should have done is just saying, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Why said that?
I feel like this would have been solved by a quick, what does that mean? Or explain further. But no, we leave it and then we go, right, next time I'm going to bring that up in front of people. I'm going to say,
that's
grandmother.
Isn't it? That it's rather than addressing the situation as it happens and unfolds. Go, I'm going to hold that and then I'm going to do my version of what I think is right. And then that plays out.
Yeah, I was just like, I'll do that for you, Linda. Sorry, my grandma, you fucking bitch.
I can understand why she.
It would have been. I think it would have been different if this woman was in like her 90s.
Yeah,
she's in her 50s. It's like, it's more of a dick move on her behalf. I think.
Yeah, I tried to explain with the points and stuff. I need some more information of where that came from and where it came from and what it actually meant or what she thinks it meant.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
How old is this girl again?
She is 16.
16.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forget you're my grandchild because it might have been innocent and it might have been in a positive way where she's like she's got a relationship with her, she's older and she's like, oh, I forget you, like I said, your grandchild because like you're so old now and these are so little. Or it might have been spiteful and vindictive, going, "I'll forget because, I don't know." I don't know why. I just don't know why she would say it.
Yeah.
I'm just looking at some of the comments.
I think you're right, lads. Yeah, I think it's pointing in reference that she's older, and in her head she's like the grandchild's a little, but I can see why the girl's taking it the other way, just going, "Oh, like you've disassociated from me."
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, right? It's a 16-year-old child, so ultimately, I know some people might be like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't say that to your grandma." Or whatever. What all this girl needs to do is say, "Look, what you said to me hurt my feelings."
Yeah,
and as an adult, you should then take the responsibility and be like, "Okay, I apologize."
Explain.
I didn't mean it like that, but I'm sorry that you've taken it that way.
What it needs. It needs an explanation from the grandmother and just, because I'm leaning towards it's probably an innocent comment, but there's not enough context around it to clarify.
I think like a lot of the time these sort of things happen. It is normally something innocent that is said in the wrong way, but with a funny or innocent intention, and then it never gets addressed. It just gets locked in the brain as like that person's a cunt for doing that to you, and then it just comes out later the reverse. Vice versa.
Or in a completely unrelated way.
Just there like when she's 80, like in hospital, and you're just like,
she's on her deathbed. You're like, you're not my fucking grandmother. What? 50 years, 30 years ago.
Even her saying it back doesn't really. It's such a weird. I'll forget you, my grandmother. That's weird.
Yeah,
I don't even know how you take that. You're like, oh, do you?
Yeah, I'll tell you what's the weirdest part of this fucking story, right? Is why on the day of the funeral, when there's a wake to go to, did they decide to go for an hour and a fucking half to look for gravestones? Like, come back tomorrow. Like, why are you doing that now? That's so. I know. Oh, my grandmother wanted the pictures of the family that's buried there. I'm not. And again, I'm not being fucking harsh, but this woman's in her 50s. She's perfectly capable. If you've got like an old grandma at late 80s, she can't really get around the graveyard and take pictures herself, then fair enough. But it's like, just come back tomorrow and do it yourself. I'm going to the wake.
Yeah. And I got all the food stuff and what's all that about? And my mouth is hurting and I don't.
Because she's got
she went to the braces. Like the dentist.
Braces.
Why is that relevant to?
I think it's because she could only eat soft food without it hurting, and obviously a toddler prefers soft food. So I think the grandmother was giving all of her soft food to the toddler off of the 16-year-old plate. Okay. But the 16-year-old could just move.
Yeah.
There are many things in this story that I have questions for.
Yeah, so maybe she's referring to then it was a bit of a snappy comment. I need to really understand that I need to understand how the comment.
Well, she said that it was done in a laughy tone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel like maybe she was catching some heat, and so she's tried to take the edge off.
Yeah.
Because she's almost answering her own fucking question. If it was said in jest, then no, neither of you are assholes, obviously, because you were both knowingly joking. But you've come on the internet to tell everyone that you think your grandmother is an asshole. So evidently, it wasn't said in jest.
Yeah. And you sat on it and then said it back to her.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's a weird one.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even sure it needs to be addressed.
No. Go to the wake on time next time is my...
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll bring snacks.
Advice. I'll bring snacks, to a wake.
Just
my baby bells.
Yeah. Do you want a Haribo?
Was there many comments on it?
Let's have a look.
If you scroll up, that'll say how many. I mean, they've got thousands of upvotes. Up a little bit more.
532.
Let's just have a look at like one or two just to see if anything we missed.
I think if he went. Probably Auntie didn't know what Grandma said shortly before. Without knowing what happened at the funeral, I would react very different to such words from a grandchild. A lot of what's worse is she took food from a child who wasn't completely well. Why didn't this boy's parents pack him snacks or Grandma find somewhere so everyone could eat? She sounds mean.
Would you say getting braces makes you unwell?
Yeah, I feel like the level of protection I feel this 16-year-old's getting around having a bit of food toddler seems a bit much.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do to a non-related person stealing my child's food like that, but it would not be pretty.
Shut up. You wouldn't do shit, little bit funny 21. Shut the fuck up.
I don't know what I'd do. I'd have stern words.
Yeah. Like, the only reason to behave like that is some bogus family.
What the fuck?
The original poster is not the arsehole. Grandma is crazy to think you can steal random people's food. It's not fucking stealing random people's food, though, is it?
Sake.
Oh, man.
Dear me. That's the state of people.
There's a lot of emotion around food theft. And the funny thing is, this is at a wake, so it's a buffet, so we're probably talking about, like, fucking cocktail sausages.
Yeah. It's interesting.
Some pineapple.
You read a story out, and it's funny what people pick up on and take out of it, like different triggers.
Yeah.
Like someone will read that and be like, "Oh, they'll be like offended by the baby, or they won't think about the comment, or someone about the food." And then it'd be like, the daughters have braces. So like, oh, she should have been. There's so many things that we attach.
Yeah.
Attach to them. Ridiculous. Yeah, it's interesting.
There's Lozzie, do you know you're muted? No?
I did not know that. I did not know that.
That's only been for a few seconds.
That's funny. Yeah. Weird story.
Weird story, weird family. Fucking just go, don't take pictures in a graveyard. Go to the fucking wake. Yeah. That's the weirdest bit. Like, what the fuck is that about?
That is weird.
Yeah.
What, like you said, also when I was reading it out, 1.5 hours to go look at some fucking.
Yeah, how
graves.
big is this cemetery?
Jesus Christ! It's set where what was that? A festival we covered earlier on in the season. What was it? That really went wrong. There's
festival.
There's just some weird stuff in there as well, isn't there? Like, a funeral was 2 days after my birthday. What does that matter?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like that's totally irrelevant.
It's just not needed. Definitely. Yeah, what was it? I'm trying to think of it. It must have been set like to travel 1.5 hours around a graveyard. It must be a big fucking graveyard.
Yeah.
GG.
Taking photos of the grave.
Yeah.
That's a bit weird.
Insane. In the membrane.
Yeah. Weird
I will
people.
do for the last, 10 minutes or so, go to a little Q&A. So I'll take that off. Look at that. Go to the old bananas and slap that on. Get your questions in. Have you got any stories about you possibly being an arsehole or anyone in your family being an arsehole? Let us know.
Yeah. Please do.
GG. Woodstock 99. Was it Woodstock 99? I can't remember.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Yeah. That's like the sort of level we're talking about to cross one, to make a trip to a fucking graveyard 1.5 hours long to look for some graves.
And there's 3 of you doing it, so split up.
Yeah. Don't know if the toddler really counts.
Cat, what's up? Make a lot of noise.
It.
They want to be fed. Jesus.
That's it.
What?
Oh, what's your favourite Sunday? Oh, okay. Well,
Favorite Sunday?
Hmm.
Oh, like that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Mint.
You like mint?
Yeah. Mint. Yeah, mint ice creams. Badoni. Mint chocolate sundae. Yeah, boy.
I like, chocolate sundaes are good.
I'm caramel all day.
Nice. Bit of caramel.
Nice. Caramel sundae.
So the sauce is very important with caramel, because sometimes you get a caramel sauce that's looks really good, but it's just really gooey, and it's nah, not after
I like
that.
the McDonald's sundaes. They do them spot on.
Yeah, I had one of them for a long time, but last time I did have one.
I do one of them now. Actually, I'm hungry.
Oh, that's it. It's the subliminal advertising.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Hi guys, how are you all? It's been a while.
How's Lorna? Hello, Lorna. Lorna's mum. Like you, Dan.
Yeah.
Soft spot for Dan.
Dishy Dan.
Very good, thank you. How are you? I hope you're well. I hope everyone in the chat is well.
All good. How you doing, Lorna?
Good to see
How's your mum?
How's your mum? Is she all right? Hope she's doing well. Hope she's doing well.
Oh dear. Yeah, that was a great part of the podcast.
Yeah, that was VIP. That was a VIP game show, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was fucking brilliant.
That was fine.
Dishy Dan.
Cold Dan.
Oh, that's sad. Lorna says, "Great. Unfortunately, I no longer speak to her." Well, we're sorry.
Oh, okay.
We're sorry to hear that.
No longer Dishy Dan. Yes.
Is it because she fell in love with Dan?
That's it. Are you currently writing an "Am I the arsehole" thread on Reddit?
I just think that it could be a thread to be posted up.
Yeah. Ben Bolton. Yesterday, I had a 5-hour trip there and back. This pod maintained my sanity.
There you go.
Cool.
Podcasts are literally perfect for long journeys in cars.
Yeah.
They're so good.
Audibles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean when we were traveling back from your latest paranormal investigation, we just listened to the Sunny Pod on the way back home.
Yeah. That was funny as fuck.
That's good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've been listening to that Mountain Is You.
Oh yeah, what do you think?
Really good. Yeah, I'm like 6 chapters in. Again, though, because you told me and I clocked it.
They're wrong, aren't they?
The chapters out of sync.
Yeah. Chapter 6. It's actually chapter 5. Like fucking.
It's a trigger point.
How have they done that? It's mad.
It's funny.
But no, the audiobook's fantastic. I think it's really, really good. Really good.
Jada Joy says, "Who's your favorite Stranger Thing character?" Mine's Steve. He's a G.
Yeah, Steve is awesome.
Yeah, Steve is cool. He had like one of the best sort of character developments from like a bit part character to then like a really cool character.
However, I think after season 4, the fact I got a poster, I'm gonna have to go with Eddie.
Yeah.
Just for that fucking Master of Puppets scene was just the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. So that was so fucking cool.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so I'll go with Eddie. But Steve is a very, very, very
cool.
close second.
Yeah. I feel like the original
Hopper I like as well.
Yeah.
I like all of them, to be fair. I do like all of them. I think they're really good and well fleshed out characters, but Hopper's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said like my least favourite is probably to a certain point one of the 4 kids, to be honest. Don't know which one it would be though. I'd probably say maybe 11 to a certain point. I feel like unfortunately with that, like she's become this massive force, but then selective moments she's like
can't do it.
Yeah, almost selectives like, oh, I can't do that. Then moments later I can destroy a helicopter. But then I'm too weak to do this. You know what I mean? It's just part of the plot. That's the problem when you got like a powerful character. You got to make him vulnerable somehow. But there you go. Hachi 102. What music are you listening to at the moment? Like any specific artists or albums you've got on repeat at the moment?
I have 2 songs on repeat in the gym at the moment, and they are here it is. Self-Destruction by I Prevail. It's a very fucking cool song.
Nice.
And The Heart From Your Hate by Trivium. Yeah. So but as for artists, I Prevail is like my go-to at the minute. Tried to get tickets because they're doing a UK tour, and the only ones that were like on a weekend, they were scalped up to 160 quid, I think. I was like, each. I was like, great, nice, sweet.
Yeah.
Fuck that. So yeah. Which is annoying.
Yeah. I've literally got the newest album by the Architects on repeat. The Classic Symptoms of a Broken Spirit. I did have to look that up because I couldn't remember. I know it's Classic Symptoms of, but I can't remember what the rest of it was.
Nice. Architects are cool.
Yeah. Very cool album. Listen to that.
I've got recently done. I randomly got Ludacris.
Nice.
Word of Mouth. It's like an old one. Started listening to a few of those. Tom Adele. One song that I quite like. It's I think it's off Instagram or TikTok or something, but it's called Red Line by Geordie Kafer. Can I play it for a second, or will it mess up?
For a second.
Yeah, like literally like
less than 7 seconds. Yeah.
I'll do 2 seconds.
It's like guess that song.
Oh
God. There you go.
I've got to say I've never heard it before.
Yeah, no.
When it kicks in, it's good.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ben Bolton, this isn't a question, but don't know if you all remember, Doody, but 2 years ago you encouraged me to take a level PE.
A level.
Now got A level PE, sorry. Now got 3 months left of course, and
that's awesome.
I'm smashing it. Cheers, mate.
That's epic, mate. Well done. That's fucking brilliant. I
remember that. I vaguely remember that as well.
Yeah. No, that's brilliant. Well done for smashing it, mate. And I hope that you go on to
be a YouTuber.
Yeah, be a YouTuber. Yeah. No, or use it for some sort of degree or something like that along those lines. But no, that's brilliant. Well done. A-level PE is not easy. It's not easy.
I didn't think GCSE PE was easy, but there you go.
No. So yeah, no, well done, mate. Well done. Smash it. 3 months left, and then you'll be done.
Cool, man.
Exciting.
Last big push.
Good luck with the rest of it. Well done, dude.
Yeah. Good luck, Ben. What else have we got here?
This cat is screaming at me.
Jaden Scott Ward with the 449 super sticker, was it?
Super sticker?
I don't know what
that new? Is. What's a super sticker?
I don't know what that is. I genuinely have no idea what that is. But thank you.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. Oh, dear. Yeah, super stickers, eh? Everyone's got something. You know, what are the Facebook things? Stars
on Facebook.
That's it. Real. Right. I think.
Look at this cat. It's just like, feed me. It's literally like, it's just says, feed me now.
You've finished, human.
They're just always hungry, aren't they, cats?
Yeah, they really are.
Yeah.
No matter how much you feed them,
they'll just
eat, and then they make themselves sick, and then they're like, I'm hungry again.
Like, if I walk down the stairs, they assume I'm going to the kitchen to feed.
Yeah, same.
Like, I fed them the other day, and then an hour later, I walked down the stairs, and they were like, "Oh, it's good." They ran to their bowls. Like, I literally fed you an hour ago.
Yeah. So if you've got no concept of time, you little cat.
Yeah. Oh dear.
Right.
Yeah, there we go.
We'll end it there. Thank you for staying with us through this absolute arseholery of a episode. Many arseholes uncovered.
No, I enjoyed that. That was really cool.
I'm sure at some point we'll do another episode of this because they're always good.
Yeah.
Always invoke a lot of emotion, especially around children's food being stolen away from them and stuff.
Yeah.
Grandma's saying they're not, forgetting their grandchildren and that. But yeah, thanks for joining us. We'll see you in the next one. Up the APMA. And bye-bye for now.
See you later.